I'm back and I have a tasty recipe for you. Today we are creating a lovely orange shortbread cookie that's dipped in dark chocolate. I found this recipe at theloopywhisk.com. It is a fantastic recipe for those who are sensitive to certain allergens like myself because it is gluten-free, dairy-free, and egg-free. That being said, you can always substitute the gluten-free and dairy-free options for regular all-purpose flour and regular butter. Though it is short on allergens, it is huge on flavor. You're gonna love it, trust me, and you need to try this out at home. So hang tight, we're gonna get right into it. To begin, let's add half a cup of sugar to a bowl, and then we're going to zest 2 oranges. As you can see, my cheese grater has different options. Use the finest grater and rub the orange across the surface. Make sure that the zest goes into the bowl, and you keep going until your oranges are completely zested. Now with your fingers, you're going to mix the zest and sugar together. This will release more of that orange essential oil and make it so much tastier. Now we're going to weigh out 130 grams of butter. However, if you don't have a scale like I do, that works out to be about a stick and 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm using the plant-based butter here and it works just as well. Now I'm adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract to that zest and sugar mixture. Soften your butter slightly in the microwave and add it to the zest. Next, we're going to stir to combine, but make sure that you don't overmix this. You don't want to cream the sugar and butter mixture, just mix it really well. Now we're going to sift in a separate bowl 2 cups and 2 tablespoons of flour, half a cup of cornstarch, and about half a teaspoon of salt. Now, if you don't have a colander like I do to sift it through, just make sure you mix everything really, really well and that there aren't any lumps, because we're going to combine our dry and wet ingredients in stages. Doing it in stages makes sure that the mixture is completely distributed and it makes it a little easier. Now juice 1 orange. You don't have to use a little cute juicer like I do, though I found this at the dollar store for a cheap option. You can just squeeze the juice into a bowl. Just make sure you remove any seeds. Now start by adding 2.5 tablespoons of orange juice. Mix that really, really well to incorporate all of the liquid throughout the dough. Use your fingers to knead, but I did find that I needed to add up to the juice of 1 orange to the dough. It shouldn't crumble and it should be nice and silky smooth. Now between 2 pieces of parchment paper, we're going to shape this out into a square. I'm using my hands to start to get the shape initially and using a little rolling pin to continue to roll this dough out. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a wine bottle or any other round shape that you can find. Continue to tap the corners in to make sure that it stays in that rough square shape, and we're going to roll it out to about 2 to 3 centimeters thick. Keep going and just take your time. Once it's done, we're going to slowly slide this off the table onto a baking sheet and chill in the fridge for 5 to 10 minutes. This will make slicing way easier. Now, I started by cutting the dough into quarters, like so. Then follow that up by slicing a rough 1 centimeter strips out of this dough. Now carefully place this onto a lined cookie sheet. I'm just using the parchment paper that I rolled out the dough in, so I save waste. Place this into a 355-degree oven for 18 minutes. Pull it out and place it onto a cooling rack or just take it off the tray and allow it to cool fully. Now I'm going to take a heavy-bottomed glass and place that into another heat-safe glass. I'm going to pour the dark chocolate chips into the first glass and then fill up the space around this glass with boiling water. This is kind of like a double boiler technique, and we're going to add 1 teaspoon of coconut oil and gently stir your chocolate until it's completely melted. Don't overwork it or it will become hard and chunky. Next, once it's fully melted, dip the cookie into the chocolate and swiggle off the rest of the excess. Or you can just shake it, that works too. You can go ahead and drizzle on a little extra chocolate to make the tops look a little bit more interesting and allow it to harden completely. Now you can enjoy this any way that you would like. For me, I'm going to pour myself a nice tall glass of tea. You can have coffee if you're a coffee lover. And I'm going to treat myself to 2 cookies because I'm feeling fancy. Now you can enjoy your cup of tea and your orange cookies by dipping them into your hot liquid anywhere in your home. Wear something cozy like I am and curl up and just enjoy yourself. Until next time, I really hope you enjoyed this video and you give it a try at home. Enjoy!